All right, boys and girls, are you ready for the bull market? And it is finally happening. We do have some sort of a confirmation right now with this monstrous weekly candle this far. We don't want to jinx it. We still have the week to go, but we obviously now broken out of this long downtrend range on Bitcoin, which is important. Bitcoin is our bull market indicator. It needs to go up for us to get rich. It needs to keep going up and up and up until it reaches that point where our favorite meme coin starts to send 100x's and more. So that is why we always look into Bitcoin first. We always keep an eye on that giant, which is Bitcoin. So good news here, guys. This is very bullish, right? No hype, no moon boys, nothing like that. This is actually very bullish what we're looking at today. This is it, right? Now, this being actually a long range here. This is 230 days, right? 7 months or more. We're going towards 8 months, right? All for sideways. And worse, it's downtrend, right? It's a downtrend, guys. And with a lot of, guys, with a lot of fear and uncertainty, and we've been here. You've seen what happened and all that stuff. We today have Brett on ETH, sending it, preparing for a new listing. It seems like a very good listing coming soon. And the coins that we're showing obviously strength in this range are going to be the biggest gainers in this bull market. So that's why we're happy today, right? We're not happy because only Bitcoin is pumping, but we know that now we're going to see massive pumps all across the board here on the crypto space. So what do we expect here with Bitcoin? So one thing is, now the higher Bitcoin goes, the higher the slingshot effect of our meme coins and altcoins, right? The higher Bitcoin goes, the higher they will go. As long as Bitcoin keeps going up and ranging and stuff like that, our altcoin season is going to be out of this world. So we want to keep an eye on this now. So I've got for you this thing here, guys. Yesterday on my Twitter, I asked people what we call this thing again, right? So this is the Bitcoin chart, by the way, and this is a cup and handle. So this is actually a textbook chart or a pattern that is studied in the books. And what usually happens when we have a cup forming, a cup in a handle forming in the charts, what happens usually? Well, we gotta have to go back and study our trading books. And I've got for you this here. So as you can see, this is a cup and handle, right? This line here shows the resistance, which is, like if we go back here, which is basically the all-time high resistance, exactly like here. Here is a straight up line, touched twice, then rejected right from it. We have this range. Price starts to range and downtrend within a channel, which is a bull flag usually, and I'm gonna get to that. And then we get a breakout, which is marked as possible entry, confirmed entry, target 1, and then we have a target 2 here, right? Target 1, target 2. You see this pattern here? So now I'm gonna take this here and make it transparent so we can kind of put it on that Bitcoin chart here. So I'm gonna spread it a little bit just to match with what's going on here. So you can see this is actually textbook, guys. And you can see we have this cup handle within this range, which is this downtrend here channel. And now we're breaking out here, which is, let me bring the image back. So we have channel on this one, price trends, possible entry, confirmed entry when we break previous all-time high. We're actually now broken above previous all-time high, and it's sending higher. So how high can it go? That's a good question here we got here. So let's just now look at the image alone and try to see what targets they have and how high does it go usually once it breaks its previous all-time high at 145%, right? So this is counting from the all-time high. If we add the all-time high, the previous all-time high, this is basically the resistance of that cup and handle. So that's what we've done so far. We did that, then we broke above that channel or downward channel or bull flag or whatever you want to call it. So according to the books and what we seen in the image, this should go 145% higher from the previous all-time high. That's what it should go. So 145%. This is around 169. That is actually funny that it is $169,000 for Bitcoin, because actually we topped at 69,000 here. Imagine that. Actually, that could be funny. That could be funny. We topped 69K. What if we top again, but 169K this time, right? And then the next bull market 269K. That would be funny actually. So 145% pump on Bitcoin from the previous all-time high breakout. That's actually 169,000 USA dollars. That is actually a revelation. If we top at 169, that's gonna be my target from now on. It's actually a funny target. So that's gonna be it, right? That could be it, guys. That could be the 169k per Bitcoin target, which is the most ironic, the most possible as well. It is funny. So what should we expect here? Now, obviously, don't take this to the bank, but this breakout on Bitcoin is pretty much bullish, right? If we don't want to moon boy it in 169k, which I do think personally is very possible for Bitcoin. It's not out of the picture. And understanding what's actually happening today, right? Today, the chart is actually pretty bullish. And the breakout today is less of an euphoric one. If you remember, guys, in March here, when we were at around the same price, we had more euphoria in the market. People were more bullish, calling for higher prices, and people were actually much more euphoric and buying up everything. But today, it's more of a disbelief rally. And that's what we want. We want an actual disbelief rally. We don't want the price to pump while everybody believes it's gonna pump. We want it to pump in a disbelief sentiment. And that's what we have now. It's actually the reason that got us to pump previously here from these times, right? Here, actually, guys, a lot of people were bearish. And honestly, I was thinking as well that around 31k, there is a very high chance that this was a dead cat bounce or like a bear market rally, and then maybe we come back down here to reaccumulate before we send higher. That actually was the consensus back then. And then we had a disbelief rally. Like with each pump, people just say, oh, that's not it. It's gonna drop with each pump, right? And this fuels the pumps usually because people are shorting the market, and also you get less people buying the tops, which usually the market wants to trap. Top buyers want to trap them. The point is, disbelief rallies usually last, not like the euphoria expected rallies. Now this one is not expected. It's out of the blue. As you can see, like I'm pretty sure you're feeling the same way, right? We've been so long here, it's 230 days, that now a breakout cannot feel real. Like it doesn't feel real that it's actually happening, but it is, right? It is actually happening. So we have to believe our eyes in what we see in the charts so that we stay rational with what's going on. Bitcoin is actually breaking, right? The charts are telling that price is king, right? Price action. We just care about the price. Price is going up. That's it, right? No matter what people are saying. Price is going up. It's breaking out. That's it. Bull market. It's happening, guys. It is happening. Now, we don't want to jinx it, right? I don't want to be the guy calling for high targets for today, but it is happening. Now, since the breakout or since the actual belief or disbelief pump here, right? This is actually when we started to see the true price discovery after 30k, because everybody was calling for 30k as the actual resistance. If you look at it in this manner here, we draw a resistance here. This is basically what everybody was looking at back then here. 30k was, everybody was looking at this, right? It looks like it rejected from it. That's it. It's over. But let's count from the breakout there. It's 130%, right? 130% from the actual breakout from this zone. It also lasted, funny enough, it lasted 200 days, around that. So if we count this till the breakout, it's 180 days. If we count just from this candle here, it's around 200 days, 210 days. It's about the same thing, right? And I do personally think we're going to see something similar because of the same market sentiments. And I do think markets usually just behave off sentiments. They rarely behave off pure technical analysis. So, or rather, we need to base our technical analysis based on sentiment, because that's what actually drives the market. People have to buy and sell to make the price go up or down. And what drives them to do that is actually how they feel, most often than what they think is going to happen. So this was actually another, to the previous all-time high, this was 130%. It's not too far away from this 145% price target. If we actually take this price here, the breakout from 30k to 73k, this breakout, if we take it, let's do that. Let me clean this. This is going to be interesting to look at because I do think we might see something similar because of the same, we have a lot of similarities. We have the 200-day range, and we do have the same sentiment where which people were thinking 30k was the top and we're going back down. So same thing here. A lot of people are calling for tops and that's it, and we're going back down. So it's pretty much very similar. So I do think this gonna be something to study. Now we want to take from the breakout here, from the breakout. So from the breakout, if we take this same pattern, same everything from the breakout. So this also puts us around 150, 159k. The thing is, this is what we could expect, right? This is something that we could expect. Now, what did happen here, guys? This is important. This would get us to guess what our favorite meme coins are gonna do because of the same similarities we have, and I do think the market's repeating the manner that sentiments drives the market. So what happened here? That's the key. So in this range, right, we had Pepe. We had the Pepe-verse narrative kind of starting up, a lot of coins that are related to Pepe and stuff like that. Some meme coins, right? But the most important event that we witnessed here was Pepe, right? Pepe going to $1 billion and going to Binance. That was one of the most important events. So since then, once we broke out, which is now here, right? So first off, here, what we have is the meme coins we see today, right? You all know by now, you came in 2024 after you heard in the news that Bitcoin is at 73K. You came in rushing, you started buying coin. So since you came in here, the coins that you seen showing a lot of strength are the ones that are gonna participate in this rally. We're gonna see a newcomer, or at least those that are under the radar right now are gonna show up in the radar. So let me give you some examples here. So around October, September, this is when Toshi was launched on Base. Also Base chain opened up in around October, September. This is Base chain first ever block. Now here we had Toshi at $2 million in its market cap. I also got into it around that, but it was under the radar, right? A lot of things were under the radar. BONK around $100 million in its market cap. Multiple other coins, right? The same way here we got into multiple coins. But what happened is these coins, they pumped, and now you can go and check those coins. They pumped around here. Around BONK was around 1.2 billion. We had Floki pumping. We had Toshi pumping, went to above $300 million in its market cap. We had many coins pumping here, right here. So this is here, right? If we study now, and we can somehow predict what's gonna happen. So around 90K Bitcoin. Around 90K Bitcoin is when things are gonna start to move, right? When we're gonna actually start to see the moves happening. Now here is where it gets interesting, because also this is gonna be a bull market, not like this one. Now we're gonna be on price discovery. So the pumps that we seen here, exactly here with BONK and everything, are gonna be 10 times more here, because also remember, price discovery on Bitcoin means the bull market, means more people joining, means more money, more capital allocation and everything and all that stuff. I'm not gonna bore you with the whole thing, but just this is gonna be 10 times higher. So fast forward to now, or when everybody actually joined in 2024, when you started buying the tops on everything and felt euphoric and everything like that, you bought the tops and pumped off on and all that stuff. You came in late, right? You came in late. You did not make as much money, but people that got in here, which is now here, made millions of dollars, right? They got into basically any meme coin you got into, you made millions of dollars, because they were all at like dumpster prices. BONK was at around $100 million in its market cap, and it ran to 2 billion. So whatever you buy here, around here, it's gonna start moving. Around here, you have millions of dollars around this time. We'll see something very similar to what we see now during this range that I'm looking at here. We're gonna see something similar, but on steroids, right? We're gonna see something much stronger. So coins are gonna run into the billions of dollars. We're gonna have hype and euphoria. It might last out also around 6 months, right? We could have a 6 months range of everything just pumping, like everything going nuts. We're gonna have money rotation within the meme coin space, which is the strongest space right now in the crypto space, right? So Dogecoin is gonna do its thing, Shiba Inu, Pepe, they're gonna do their thing, right? Whatever price they're gonna reach, then we're gonna have money rotation going from coin to coin, next thing. And as they run out, so let's say they see Pepe pumping and they want the next thing, they go to Breton ETH. Then Breton ETH is at a high cap, let's say 3, 4 billion, 5 billion, whatever market cap it goes to, then to the next thing, and then they're gonna run out of the best things, right? They're gonna run out of those. Once they're gonna run out of those, the same thing we've seen here, guys. Basically, it's gonna repeat, but on steroids, because there are more people hungry, and because now there is belief, right? Belief and euphoria. People, when they have belief in euphoria, they don't care. Like today, what about the bubble map? What about this? What about that? They don't care. They want to get rich because their friend next to them at school or at work now drives a Lambo, so they don't care. They will buy the shittiest coin in history. Once they are done with all the high quality coins, they're gonna go to the shittiest coins ever. Once they're done with the shittiest coins ever, we're gonna see now the actual pump fund thing happening, which we've seen here, but on steroids. So what happened previously, guys, in the previous cycle, this is what I think is gonna happen is here we had NFTs at the end of the bull market. We had NFTs, Justin Bieber buying $2 million worth of one JPEG picture, literally buying it for $2 million or more celebrities buying those. And once we had the NFT mania, you know, guys, I don't know if you remember, if you were back then here, exchanges started having, like, first we had OpenSea. So you had OpenSea where you can actually buy NFTs. And then once OpenSea, like at some point they had a high, they were making a lot of money from the trading volume that is happening. Exchanges wanted some of that piece, some of that cake. They wanted some of that, right? They wanted a piece of that cake. What they did is that Binance launched NFT marketplace, and we started seeing exchanges launching their own NFT marketplace within their exchange because they wanted some of that. It's like the same thing we've seen today with Web3 wallets, right? You have Coinbase Web3 wallet, KuCoin Web3 wallet, Binance Web3 wallet, BitGet Web3. They all have it because they want a piece of the cake as well of the deck screeners and stuff like that. They want some of that. But what I'm expecting they're gonna do, Pump Fund is gonna stay, right? Pump Fund is not going anywhere, and it's the new OpenSea, right? Where people go and buy and sell and gamble and degen and do all that stuff, good or bad, whatever they're doing there, they are gonna keep doing it. It's not gonna stop, and that's also one reason you don't want to be on Solana, because your chances of finding a blue chip gem are very low. But just to kind of predict what's gonna happen is the top, right? The top is gonna be around that, or like the market is gonna cool off, because if you noticed here, guys, what happened is Pump Fund was the actual cool off time. Once we had Pump Fund and everybody degenning, that was about around the time we also had celebrities launching coins on Pump Fund. That was around the time where we started to jinx it, basically. And what I do think is gonna happen is we're gonna have a Pump Fund on exchanges, so something like Binance, Bybit, KuCoin. Like it might start with smaller exchanges like KuCoin or BitGet or OKX, or like those that already started with their Web3 wallet first. We might even see it on Coinbase. We don't know. This will happen, but we don't know if it's going to be on Coinbase or not. But this would be a major top signal. Like if we see actually an exchange launching a Pump Fund, especially here. If they do it now, it's fine, because now it's more like about Bitcoin now. Bitcoin is going to pump. Even if they do it now, it's not going to be the best move they will do, because nobody will use it. We're still in the disbelief. But if they do it here with the belief and euphoria, you know, they are trying to capture the last retail that are in the space left. They're trying to capture and squeeze as much of that liquidity left in the market as possible. So if that happens, we want to be trying to be a bit careful, but at the same time, we're still gonna make gains. We're still gonna find new gems. Like if we have the same thing, this would last 6 months. To wrap this up, the plan remains the same, right? I do think this is the last chance, last hope for the people that missed that actual entry, right? I made most of my money now just because I bought it. I bought here, but also bought here, right? So I'm in a privileged position. People that did not get in here, the people that did not get into these two places are the ones that are at a risk, right? He did not get in either here or here. Now, it depends what you got into, obviously. Some coins like Link and some other coins I got into, some gaming coins, they didn't do well. But one coin in particular made me most of the gains is Floki, because around here, Floki was around $10 million in its market cap, right? And now it's 1.4 billion. That's 140x that I'm up on Floki from these prices here. Now here I got into Pepe heavily, around 200 million. Also BONK around here, just around the breakout, Toshi, stuff like that, and other coins. This is why I'm sitting comfortably today here, right? This is why I'm sitting comfortably today. So if I just joined in today, or if I'm looking at this today, I want to sit comfortably here. The worst thing you can do, guys, is panic buy. So it's like there is panic sell and there is panic buy. Panic buy is buying the tops. By that I mean the tops of the cycle. You still can buy like a breaking out coin or a particular single coin, but when it comes to the cycle, because that's what's guaranteed, there are gonna be new fresh money coming in the future to buy your bags and pump your bags and save you from your mistakes or whatnot. You want to make sure that you are at the right time in the market. So this is it, right? You don't want to be here. You don't want to be the guy buying at 169k. And by the way, the strategies changes as well. Like people that ask exit strategy, entry strategy, risk management strategy. The strategies changes depending on what Bitcoin is doing. That's literally what should be based on. A strategy should be based on Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin is everything. If Bitcoin goes up, doesn't matter. It doesn't literally not matter. Commies, Rocket, Commies, SafeMoon, they all pumped while Bitcoin is going up. Like the shittiest, the shitters of the shitters pump. It doesn't matter as long as Bitcoin going up. So strategies should be based on Bitcoin. What Bitcoin is doing, okay, should I get in or get out? Well, is this a holders market, or should I not be holding for too long? So that's also a thing. Now here, you don't want to be the guy holding for too long at the tops, 169k Bitcoin or whatnot, breaking out. Maybe I could be wrong and Bitcoin keep going to 300k, 400k, whatnot, good days, right? We're not gonna complain. So this is not gonna be a holders market. This is holders. they're not even holders. This is buyers, right? Here with the breakout and the bull market is actually imminent. This is holders, buyers, holders, buyers. You want to position yourself for actually what's happening. Same way I got into Floki here. I positioned myself for the actual pump. I positioned myself for it. I didn't think of, let me go quickly in at 10 million and sell Floki at 20 million so I can find the next Floki, and then I find the next one, because I know it's not easy. It's not easy to find the next Floki or the next this or next that. Once you find one, I know I found it, and I just kept buying more of it to expose myself to the actual upside. And the downside was there, obviously, but I didn't care because that was it for Bitcoin. I was buying the bottoms, literally, right? So here my mindset was, Bitcoin was at 19K, and I was like, what the worst can happen here? The worst that can happen is Bitcoin dropping 20%. That's the worst that can happen. And the best case scenario is we get a bull market. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. So that's the mindset. Now here today, the mindset is there is risk, right? It could be over. It could be, but the risk now is getting very, very low since Bitcoin now is broken out of this downtrend. But what is the risk here? The risk here is actually this is happening. This is the risk. This is actually happening, and I see a lot of people jumping from coin to coin. What about this coin? What about this coin? What about this coin? What about this coin? But what about missing the bull market? Like, actually, if you miss this, that's it. It's actually it. Literally, you miss this pump, it's over. Anyways, plan remains the same as I just explained, guys. Cup in handle, 169K Bitcoin top possible. And I hope this was helpful. You can join my Discord, link in the description. It's free to join. You can ask me questions. I also share my plays there and what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. You can also follow me on Twitter, link in the description. And thank you again, once again, for watching this video till the end. I hope you will make it. I hope we're all gonna make it in this cycle. Bitcoin is breaking out finally. We can finally rest and relax that Bitcoin is alive and is leading us to Valhalla. And see you on the next video.